Hi, and welcome to Top Dice. There's three of us on tonight. So, usual co-host, Alan, how are you doing?
Good evening. I'm very well, thank you. And yourself?
I'm not doing too bad, thanks. And we've got guest star Steve, super YouTuber and TikToker. We're very pleased to have you and Justin Allster.
All right, Adrian, no worries. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
The
Yeah. Hello, guys.
enthusiasm bubbles over there. So, what's new in your world this week, Alan?
Oh, okay. So this week is all about two things. Number one is getting ready for Dragon Meet.
Yeah,
We've been arranging logistics for some of the publishers that we work with, and obviously getting ourselves ready to be at Dragon Meet. So we've got something ridiculous like 400 different game lines that we're taking down to Dragon Meet. So that's at the London XL on
wow.
Saturday. It's Saturday only. We're in the trade hall, stand FG 18 to 16. So come and say hello if you're down at Dragon Meet. We've got show specials and bundle deals and all kinds of things going on. So really looking forward to that. The big news really from us with me GMS hat on is we've launched the Games Club. So this is think of it as go outdoors or Matalan for gamers really. So you you sign up. Which means that we get to send you marketing emails, and in return, you get 20% off your first order.
Wow.
And once you're in the club, it's 10% off site wide on the GMS website. So if anybody's interested, up until Monday, the 1st of December, Cyber Monday, the code is launch 20. Need to make sure that that goes in on the basket page because for some reason I need to slap our web developers about a little bit. There isn't a space on the voucher code on the checkout page, so it's got to be in on the basket page. So if you guys are going to take advantage of it, it's launch 20 code and it's
Yeah.
got to be on the basket page of the website, and you get 20% off your first order. And that's across the website. So happy
Fantastic.
days. So we're dead pleased, and we're hoping to really build on that and start giving people news about new releases, ability to pre-order, and all that kind of stuff. So we've put a lot of work into it so far, and there's a lot more left to do.
I'm sure, but it's going to work out quite well. Is that now? We'll be looking at the Facebook group shortly, and I believe the advert is there, so we'll actually spotlight it again for anyone who wants to sort of see what the actual ad looks like.
Yeah,
And Steve, welcome to the show properly. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's been a while, ain't it? But I'm here.
You are, and you've had a couple of shorts released on the Top Dice shorts page, and they've done pretty well, over 1,000 views each. So congratulations, our
Yeah,
star
well,
player.
thanks. Yeah, thanks for sharing. Probably a bit of the old arm twisted up my back, but I agreed to it. So yeah, thanks for that, Adrian.
You're very welcome, and we need more of this as well. So if you're a community creator, get in touch, and if you've got any videos you'd actually like us to host, as long as they're game related and clean, basically, then we'll certainly take a look at it and see and get them up there. The more we can get up there, the better, and you'll reach an audience. Also, if you're a creator on YouTube and you want to participate or share, get in touch with us, and we'll see about making that happen. We'll certainly stick a like on a few of your videos and give them a watch as well. It's all about
definitely.
getting your name out there. It's right. Well, we better start looking at the page, haven't we, and seeing what's actually going on there. So bear with us one moment as beta 2.2 kicks off. So UK Tabletop Role Playing Facebook page. Let's have a look through, see what we've got straight away. Bang, front and center. What have we got there? Alan, we've got 20%
I've
off your
never seen
first
this in
order.
my life, sir.
There we go. And do you know what? I love the logo. GMS with A and E, and that's just legendary. I just love it. when I first
I've
saw
got a
it,
funny story about the GMS logo when you're ready,
go on.
but maybe not right now.
All
Unless
right,
you want it right now.
okay, well,
Okay,
go,
we'll
go on.
go. Right. So people said to us, what does GMS actually stand for? And the company was founded in 2019 by three guys, Gary, Mark, and Steve. Gary didn't stick around with the company for very long, leaving Mark and Steve, and they couldn't call it M&S because there already is one, and they couldn't call it S&M for obvious reasons. So so they left it at GMS. And then somebody else said, you know what, it looks like games, but with the vowels taken out. So then we decided, well, why not? If we're going to have a games club, let's do it like that.
Perfect. Well, do you know what? That says it all. Joining the club couldn't be easier. Place an order, use the disc. Everything is actually there. Code launch20 on the basket page. And there you go. You're actually in the club. So this is, again, for all UK tabletop role-playing page members. That it's for you, but also anybody out there who wants to get a bit of a discount on a game. And you've got a huge catalogue of stuff, haven't you, at GMS? I
Yeah.
know, but talk briefly about this. How many? You do role-playing games, you do board games. How many different lines do you have these days? It must be
So
under 100.
we've gone now over just over 1,100 individual lines on the GMS
Wow.
website. So
Gosh.
when I came on board about 18 months ago, there was less than 100.
Yeah.
But then, because we've now fostered relationships with Pinnacle, with Paizo, with Free League. We've got Pelgrane Press on the way. There's a massive amount of publishers who want to work with us. So we've got the biggest stock of Savage Worlds stuff outside of America, for example.
Yeah.
So, pretty much if it's Savage Worlds, we've got it.
Yeah.
Unless it's the old stuff, some of the really old stuff we haven't shipped yet, but we will get there. Same for Pathfinder and Starfinder. We've got everything from the remastered editions forward on Pathfinder. So there's close to 200 lines just on Paizo.
Yeah.
So
That's huge. Absolutely huge.
Yeah.
So we've got there. So there'll be more GMS stuff coming up shortly, I'm quite sure. So there we go. What's that? What we've got coming up? So, Bob McIntyre, any one of the Pathfinder flip maps for troubles in Atari? They'd be willing to buy it. One of the mad things we actually get that. Oh, a Mix sold a load of his games recently, and although not directly game related, he's going to get his garden done so it's safe for his partner who walks out there. So, a good use of the sales there. I found that quite interesting from Pete Wallace, actually. Does this count as live action role playing? People who base their life decisions on a dice roll. It reminds me of that chaotic, stupid forever song. That really, anything could actually happen, couldn't it?
it reminds me of that episode of The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. That's it. There was a crime novel as well by a Scottish bloke who the murderer was. He was investigating, and the guy was doing the murders based on dice rolls. So there was no logic or system to it. So it took a while to actually crack it. But that's definitely worth a look at. And there you go, Steve. Put your comment on there.
Yeah. Well, it's one of them. I mean, if you base my dice on dice rolls, it'd be more of a disaster than what it already is. So
Now this is an interesting one from Paul. You mentioned this earlier. I think Alan, didn't
Yeah,
you?
it's good thread. Yeah, good subject. I enjoyed it.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
a good way.
we've got 13 comments on there as well. Again, a variety of different people. We'll go in and we'll have a quick look and just see what's said. So there we go. What do when your players bumble fail? And Nook Harper, a lot of games now adopt the gumshoe. Yes, they do. Basically, it's one way to progress the games. Stephen Turner, skill set crit die. Yep, that gives us. Yep, so it shows you how to actually not so much fudge it, but work with it. There you go. Steve, you put a comment on as well.
Yep.
More investigative, put a lot of investigation, get stuck. Yeah, add in an extra clue. That's what I tend to do. Add in extra clues with myself. Julian, planned consequence. There you go. That's that would feed back into your question from the other week, really, around scenarios a little bit as well, which we'll get to shortly, Alan. So
Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah.
there we go. There's your comment actually there as well. So the fail forward system, which again is a good. It works well. It's a good solid way of doing things.
Yeah.
Play to find out how they solve the mystery, not whether they solve the mystery. So again, that's the gumshoe style of things, and also one of our usual sort of contributors to the page. There you go, Blade Runner shift system. Not one I'm actually aware of, but I believe I'm going to end up playing Blade Runner in the not too distant future. So quite a lot there, and Richard Balls again, another regular contributor. Depends what we're playing, GM style makes sense, improvise, and it's all about the story when it comes down to it, isn't it? So that's I'm sure that's going to carry on. Is that thread?
So I think what this comes down to is GMs, and I'm going to say it, possibly inexperienced GMs. If a player fails a roll and misses a clue, the consequences could be quite bad for doing that.
Yeah.
So, as a GM, I think what you've got to do is realise one way or another they need to find this piece of information, and then it's just really a case of how do you do it.
Yeah.
Rather than just having that one piece of information depend on one die roll.
Exactly.
And that one die roll might even be one die roll for one player. And if you're not playing a game like Savage Worlds where you've got a Benny and you can make a re-roll, your session can go, well, not your session, your whole adventure could go down the pot, couldn't it?
Yeah,
it's,
very much so.
So yeah, it's down to GM understanding this is important. We need to make sure the players find this out one way or the other. Move
it forward, and if it's a scenario that you've paid for, it's in your interest for them to actually get on and play. Otherwise, you've just wasted your 20-30 quid. Anyway. Yeah. Chris Wheeler, Shadowrun Anarchy's just been released today. The Kickstarter PDF. Really interesting version of Shadowrun. Really sort of trims it down. I'm not a Fates fan, but I actually quite like the first edition Anarchy, so that's there. That was just the new members. Angus is back with us with his regular blogs, which is it's creating quite a bit of interest as well. There's a few comments beginning to appear after quite some time. It's good to see Angus sort of back in the spotlight again, really.
Definitely.
And Deadlands Dark Ages, I suppose that's going to be one of yours going forward, Alan.
We don't like to assume, but it should be, as long as we don't mess up.
There we go.
Yeah, and, I really enjoyed that write-up. Obviously being a Savage Worlds fan. So being a Savage Worlds
fan.
No of us. Yeah, I did enjoy that write-up, and I'm hearing good things about Dark Ages, Deadlands. So it will just, we'll see whether I purchase that or not.
It's certainly moved on a long way from when it was just Deadlands. Then on Monday we had the sales pages. There quite a lot. We're getting quite a few of these now, which is good to see. Quite a lot of people getting and this is an important one. Here we go. Alan, back to you, sir.
Well, that's what I said earlier on.
There you are. That's
FG 16 to 18. There we are. We're slap bang in between Mongoose and Chaosium.
Gosh, well, the road between two thorns. What can I say?
I think we're going to be in a popular part of the trade hall.
God, right? Yeah.
On Saturday, it's going to be relentless. I think
it will. Yeah, well, all the best.
John Dodds.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a good one, Alan. Definitely have a good one, mate. Yeah.
Well, John Dodds posted on the Discord group for DRAGONMEET the other day that the visitor numbers are the highest they've ever been. But they've got a bigger venue. They've moved it this year, obviously, from the Novotel over in Hammersmith, where it's been certainly since I've been going to DRAGONMEET. I've never known it be anywhere else. But here we are at at the XL now. Much bigger space, more people, more events, more power to their elbow. I'm loving it. I love a good con, and so close to Christmas as well.
If you get any videos, can you, if you're okay with that, if you want to send them over, and what I'll do, I'll post them up on the YouTube channel. So
I'm going to see if I can get one of them newfangled selfie stick things, and I'll have a wander around the trade hall with my camera, with my phone up in the air, and see what we get.
Fantastic.
Worst thing you're going to see is some old, ugly fat bloke with a stick with a phone on the end. But that can be funny.
Who's that then, Alan? Who are you talking about there, mate?
Steve Turner.
Yeah.
Oh!
It's all right.
Don't watch this, Steve. Steve,
he would laugh at that.
There we go. More things to sell and some wants as well. Just to sort of point out as well, people do stick wants up as well. Waterstone's currently doing a half price sale. We'll come on to a Black Friday sale shortly. Again, bits of stuff for sale too, and we're getting. I'll just whiz up quite a bit here. That's an absolute fantastic game, Tannhauser, by the way. Just for record. Again, someone's selling off their Arkham Horror stuff quite quickly. Derek Holmes, yeah, he loves these memes. We don't really do memes, but you know what? He finds them. There we go. I actually work with Derek, so I do know him quite well. Again, Ryan wanting a book. The Red Dragon's Vault in Wrexham, hiring a store assistant. So if you want to get applying for it, there's a link on the page there. That I did a Stranger Things video, which you can also find here on the Top Dice channel. Look at a bit odd in it. Minis. There's a bit of a chat about that. There's lots of things that are sort of a pink, and this is what I was actually looking for. So Chris Wheeler, there's a new games club in Bedfordshire called Tabletop Legends. This Saturday, it's kicking off 29th of November, 11 till 7. So that's 8 hours of gaming that.
Awesome.
And it's going to be the last Saturday of every month. St Andrew's Church, Biggleswade, an entire day of RPGs, board games, card games, RPGs front and center, top of the billing there, which is great to see. I play board games and I do play card games as well. I play Magic the Gathering, etc. Was actually ranked many years ago. I did actually have a top 100 ranking for Magic the Gathering in the UK. So there we go. There's a daft fact. And so that's what we've actually got there in the group currently. So there's quite a lot actually sort of going on there. Right. So that's the page as it stands. We'll probably do a bit of that every week, actually, because it's quite interesting to look through and just see what's. Do you know what? We didn't actually do the question you actually asked, Alan, did we? That's one thing we missed.
We didn't, but I mean, it was last week, and a lot's gone on, which is great to see. Yeah, so I put the post out about writing adventures. What do people want from a published adventure? I got a lot of responses about how GMs write for themselves, which was great. It's lovely to hear. I also was interested in what people want from a published adventure, because me, when I write from the point of view of give the GM as much information as they can. So if things don't go exactly as written, the GM knows what's going to happen next, and they don't have to wing it, or they don't. So perhaps my writing style is aimed more at GMs with less experience. Steve, you made a couple of good comments on that one as well. Give us your thoughts.
Well, I mean, I think my writing style is very, very similar to yours. I just put loads and loads of bullet points, and so I've sort of got a reasonable idea of what I want at the adventure, but then you never know what your players are going to do. So I always try and write little bullet points to think like, well, okay, well, what if they decide to do this, or decide to do that? I actually read a book called Worst Case Scenario. It's only a little book, and it gives you all, like I say, it's exactly what it says on the tin. Worst case scenarios for certain situations. So I always try and put that in as well. So my notes, I've just got reams and reams and reams of notes. with my basic adventure stuck somewhere in the middle of it. But yeah, I mean, it, I think all GMs are different, but if you can put sort of like what could possibly happen as well as what you want to happen, I think you've got a good
Yeah.
you've got a good balance of an adventure.
I think as a writer, it's really important to present what the goals are for the bad
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, this is what these guys are working
Yeah.
towards, driving towards, and then the GM can, if the player characters weren't in that location to stop that heist or whatever, then the bad guys are stronger.
Yeah.
When it comes to the
Yeah.
final fight, the bad guys have got $1 million worth more equipment because nobody was there to stop them robbing the bank and buying the guns. It's that kind of idea. But the conclusion, really, of the post is that it's inconclusive because people want different things. But I think that's the best thing about our hobby is that people want different things, people get different things, and everybody plays it their own way, and that's great.
Yeah,
I think it's brilliant.
It is, and it doesn't really matter what the game is. That's the great thing. I'm currently running a Dungeons and Dragons 2024 game for some new players. They've asked for it. I've never met these players before. It was just off the bat, and I've sat down and I'm not liking the writing too much of the book. I'll be quite blunt, but actually, I'm loving revisiting the fact it's Dungeons and Dragons. It's a thing for me. Anyway, we're getting to Black Friday. What we got for Black Friday?
It's a dangerous business going to an auction house. Frodo Baggins. Yes. Christie's have got J.R.R. Tolkien's desk up for sale at an auction this week. So
I'll buy that for $1.
Well, you won't. You'll buy it for somewhere between 50 and 80k, apparently. So
as cheap as that.
As that, between 50 and 80k for J.R.R. Tolkien. I wonder whether people would actually gain any inspiration from it, or is it going to sit in it's going to sit in a big house somewhere, and people are going to walk into that house and say that desk's nice, and the owner's going to go, yeah, it was J.R.R. Tolkien's once, was it? Yes, it was. Yeah. Fancy a brew? Yeah, I do. I think that'll be the end of it. But apparently, the same auction also has original Warhammer art in the same auction at Christie's.
Well,
so,
where do we spend our money?
If you've got loads of money to spend on Black Friday, that's the place to go. And if you don't,
well, let's see what we've actually got. I believe there's a few places doing a few specials. Shall we take a look?
I think we should.
Well, first up, I'm going to go with Wayland Games, one of our indie shops in the UK. Now, I must admit, I do have a soft spot for Wayland. I've never actually got to pop in to see them. Have had a couple of things from them, and there we go. Big savings this November, up to 80% off on their Black Friday sale. So they've got quite a lot of different things sort of in there. They've got absolutely all sorts. They've got obviously the traditional Games Workshop bits and pieces there, but this is completely out of the blue. Let's see what we can actually see. What have they got? Tongue Twisters, Magic the Gathering Funkos, Sky Mines, Horizon. So quite a lot of Magic stuff actually here. Now I do know Warriors of Krynn, $55.99, which is for those that are looking for that D&D fix. Warhammer again, Exit Games. They've got quite a bit there, but what they've also got, they've got a browse by discount. So let's just click on that.
I think that's a great idea.
It really is. So again, quite a bit of Warhammer stuff, which is absolutely fine by me. Quite a lot of this stuff, lots of Kill Team. It's interesting.
I should have checked this out before, because if my game pops up on one of these, I'm going to be gutted.
Well, we'll just look at a couple of 80% off. I'll tell you what, if it is, I'll buy it myself.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What, again?
I've already got it, yeah. So, right, that's the 80%. Let's have a look at just very quickly. I know time is short here. Let's have a look at something more reasonable. So 30% off. Now, is it going to be an EL? This is the question. There we go. Penny Dreadful.
To my knowledge, Wayland have not actually stocked my book. So,
So
like I said, to my knowledge,
they've got it by nefarious means, if that's the case, which I'm sure they haven't. But there's lots of good stuff here. Just look at that. So Wayland Games is definitely, definitely a good stop. Right.
Yeah, some good Black Friday stuff there, definitely.
There is indeed, and also Magic Madhouse. Now, Black Friday sale straight away, bang. Wizards of the Coast, Dungeons and Dragons. So you got your Dungeon Master's Guide, your Player's Handbook, and your Monster Manual, 26 quid a pop. Wow. Free League Publishing, Alien RPG Evolved Edition. Oh, 1890, the Advance Order.
They've actually got stock of Mothership.
They have as well. I'll pass on your exclusive deals for now, Magic Madhouse, but thank you for the offer. Witchlight, there we go. That's Dolmenwood. Now, Dolmenwood's something I'm going to be sort of doing a bit of a
hot thing at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really interesting, but it's very niche. Dragonbane, I played that for the first time on Sunday, Saturday, and that was really enjoyed that. Vaesen.
Yeah.
So there's lots of good stuff, lots of very good prices. Guide to Ravenloft, 26 quid again, 27.90 for the Alien Evolved 4 rulebook. So there's some absolute bargains.
That's an amazing bargain.
Yeah, what can I actually sort of say? There's loads of stuff actually here, and the best thing about it is there's no sign of your game. There we go. So winner.
I'll have a word with Toby next time I speak with him and ask him why he's not got it.
I was I was absolutely horrified when I found my my Haunt Away game for sale on eBay for a fiver. I started with a fiver. It went for 8 quid at the end, so I felt a bit better, and I didn't bid on it, by the way. So,
I'll tell you something. Just scroll back the other way a tiny bit there, Aid. Right. Whoa. So anybody that's interested in Cyberpunk Edge Runners mission kits, those are in stock with Magic Madhouse. I suggest you get them because Altausorian haven't got any. They haven't got any Cyberpunk Red rule books. So if anybody's interested in the Cyberpunk Edge Runners mission kit starter set, really, for Cyberpunk, there you go. There's a place to get it, and at a good price. We haven't got any. We haven't had any for weeks.
That's it. The Rivers of London in Liberty Shadow, absolutely amazing price. Do you know what? That is a pretty darn good sale. Is that? I'm not going to go any further. I'm quite tempted myself. I'm going to sort of resist. But yeah, that is definitely one of the ways to actually sort of going there, that one. So there's some absolute great stuff there. That's something that we do actually know. Right. Well, we've got quite a bit actually going there. So we've had quite an adventure there. Look, thanks very much for joining us, Steve. Obviously, you're going to be spoken for this weekend, Allan, with your adventures with the stick.
Yeah, I'm in that big town. I'm in that big town near France. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear me, horrible. But not. Steve, any plans this weekend for you?
It's work for me this weekend, unfortunately. Yeah, so it's my weekend on. But yeah, I'll be taking plenty of reading material. It's quite sort of relaxed where I work. So I'll be, I think I'll be.
I look forward to seeing more reviews then. And there's a Whittle War boot going on Sunday, which I might get a chance to pop along to. If so, I'll take some videos as well. So we'll come back here and I'll stick them on the YouTube channel as well. So there's quite a bit going on. Well, look, thank you very much. My name's Aid. Click like, click subscribe, and I can't say it's good night from him because it's going to be good night from them. Any final words from you, Steve?
No.
Okay, brilliant.
No. Succinct and to the point, as ever.
That's it. Yes. Alan, other than get yourselves down to DRAGONMEET, and get signed up for the website. Anything
Come
else?
Come and say hello at DRAGONMEET, and go and grab a bargain on the GaMeS website, and look forward to seeing people at DRAGONMEET and back on here next Tuesday with achy feet and some stories to tell, I hope.
Looking forward to it. Well, it's goodbye from them.
And it's goodbye from him.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Keep rolling the dice.
See you guys.